All right, hello everybody, and welcome back to Season 3 of the American Premier League, Division 4. I am your host, the Goomotrain, and I will be presenting for you tonight Ronin versus 10th Mountain. Now, Ronin is undefeated 4-0 so far, with 10th Mountain being right behind, so they're kind of hoping to knock them down. We've seen in the past that Ronin has phenomenal communication and reaction times. So, yep, double check to make sure microphone's working. Microphone's working. Let's take a look around. Things have kicked off. You can see that Ronin is coming in a little spread out. They're not just concentrating right into the point. They've got their vehicles coming in all the way up as far as the middle point. Over here on the other side, looks like 10th Mountain has at least one truck coming straight in along with the Sherman back there. Another truck further north. Only 2 trucks so far. 3 trucks, another one down here. There it is. So they came in a lot more concentrated on WN7. You see the points. There's going to be WN7, Drownfield, and Hill 5 are going to be the 3 major contested points depending on who captures first. Let's see who our first casualty of the night is. Some rockets coming in. Still nobody going down yet. I hear some shooting. Somebody in the distance might have died, but I didn't see it. I did just see somebody disappear there. Don't know who our first casualty was. I didn't catch the name, but he did die right there on that OP. And it's looking like 10th Mountain has a good strong hold. One of the trucks goes down. Here comes the Lukes right behind it. 10th Mountain took hold of the courtyard, though. And they've got a good sliver going in up in the north. You can see up over there that they're trying to infiltrate and break through up on the north side to prevent Ronin from swinging all the way around. Right here, that's where that infiltration is. Ronin has several squad leaders north of that. Was that the Lukes? I was looking at my... No, it wasn't. It was another truck. Okay. I looked down for a split second to make sure that I was on the right page for my stream deck. Some rockets hitting the Lukes. Doesn't look like he took any damage. Some more ricochets. Don't see any smoke coming from him. He's still doing good. Some tank fire coming in from the west. Some counter tank fire hitting him. The Sherman and the P4 are dueling it out with each other. There's the P4 way back there, smoking and burning. Ronin is starting to get in there. They're pulling. They were pulling it back for a second. Looks like the cap is going back towards 10th Mountain again. That looks is Ronin's like only chance of getting in here at the moment. He's really laying down the cover fire for these infantry trying to get up in there, but as soon as Darwin pops that hedge, he's going to get smoked by somebody. If he can even find a way through. I don't think he can get through that building right there at all. So you got the Lukes lighting up the wall. Some arty coming in. I think that's 10th Mountain arty. Starting to come down on them as they're trying to push in. Lukes right up in there. Ronin taking heavy casualties trying to get through. Can't quite do it. 10th Mountain guys going down as well, trying to get to that Lukes. Ronin pulling it back at the last second before the capture. We're still neutral here in the midpoint. Oh, some arty coming down, taking out Ronin as they're trying to push the reinforcements in. It looks like 10th Mountain has found the range and the location. I'm a little surprised. Draw back. I'm a little surprised that 10th Mountain isn't capping this a little harder, considering how many guys they have in the point. You know, they've got complete control of the circle. I suppose that Lukes is still there. Ah, boom! Couple big arty hits or something. A couple explosions there. Truck exploded. I saw another explosion and an arty hit. There's the cap. Boom. 10th Mountain captures WN7 for a 3-2 lead. Pretty fast cap. Not too bad. See, I thought it would go a little faster considering that they took the circle so fast. The circle is very centered here in the point, so it seems like they both have about the same amount of time to get here. Ronin just didn't make it in time. Now, they are swinging around up in the north, and so that could really give them an advantage if they can swing around and cut off reinforcements between Hill 5 and Win 7. There goes the Lukes. Still a crew member there. Just a little bit of a buildup going up here in the trenches, but 10th Mountain holding strong, really consolidating their forces, consolidating their position, keeping Ronin out. Let's push up here to the north a little bit. Go take a look real quick what's going on up here, but looks like Ronin's trying to break through in a couple spots. They're really running into each other. You can see Furzy went down there to Nacho just now. Blurb now shooting back, takes Nacho out from behind. Blurb goes down from console. There's some exchanging going on up here in the north. 10th Mountain has to hold on to this house. So this is where Ronin needs to swing around to. If they can take control of this house, then they can make their way into Win 7 from the north. But you really have to get control of this position, and you can see that 10th Mountain is pushing their guys out from here and just north of here, taking control of that territory in between Hill 5 and this house. Pull back a little bit, get a little bit to the south, see what's going on, and it's a good thing we did because that buildup for Ronin has run right into 10th Mountain. Samardi coming down. Casualties going down, and in the time it took us to swing over here and look, Ronin's attack is pretty much worn out. Darwin Alex did make it in, takes out Grappler. He's in close, placing a satchel. Corsair didn't see him in time, no way. He got the satchel on the building. Darwin goes down, but I doubt they know that satchel's there. You can see the satchel right there. We'll pull back, but I bet he'll get a couple guys with that. Fraggle Snort sending some rockets out. Gets shot for it. Ronin just holding on right there by that spotlight. Trying to push in right there in the corner. There goes the satchel. Takes a couple guys out. Not too bad. Ronin trying to get across the open area. And Dread goes down. Nyctophile is, I think he's up on the wall there, yeah. Takes out Fafa from behind. Darwin gets him, but gets hit with the artillery. Not even sure whose artillery that was. Conejo goes down. Bellion down here in the trench. He's an AT, not sure what he can do. He can't get an OP up or anything, but maybe he can draw some fire this way. Some of those other guys can push in up there on the north corner. Bellion goes down. Looks like 10th Mountain is just holding on to this courtyard right now. Ronin is just trying so hard to muscle their way in the front door. Darwin shooting that clutch. Ragglesnorf goes down. Jessen goes down. Corsair shooting from back here. Grenades going off in this south trench. I don't even think there's anybody in there. Not sure whose grenades they were. Doesn't look like there's anybody coming across this open area for Ronin, so all the fight is just up here. Bafa goes down. 10th Mountain reacting to this pretty fast. Now we know Ronin has good communication. I haven't watched a 10th Mountain match yet, but I'm going to assume they also have really good communication. Ronin has quite the build up here in the north now, though. There is a Stewie. Console blows himself up. Doesn't get the Stewart, blows himself up. The Stewart is just going to roll right on through. Wow. Now I did see they have an OP back here. The Stewart didn't quite get that OP. Was there an OP? There might have been an OP right there that he was shooting at. It's definitely body parts. Not sure where he's going. Looks like he's pushing towards this intersection here. I'm a little surprised the fight has not moved this far north away from Win 7. I suppose it doesn't really have to, but if 10th Mountain wants to get into Drowned Fields, then they're going to want to take control of this intersection and, you know, probably all the way up to here. Oh, you can see Ronin is already concentrating their forces right there as like a counterattack to what I'm saying that isn't happening. But if the 10th Mountain could get some OPs up in like by this barn and this house, they can start swinging through up here. They can get up into this creek bed and start swinging down from the north. They do have some guys up there right now as we speak doing exactly that. They have a supply truck right there. Looks like the driver got taken out, so I don't think they got anything built. 10th Mountain has just absolutely turtled up here at WN7. Slow down. Yeah, just completely turtled up. They're pushing out from here. Actually, they're pushing up the road. Taking some fucking tank rounds right to their faces, though. That P4 is trying to push up and cover front. They're still pushing from this trench right here by this spotlight. You can see there's an OP there still. 10th Mountain's concentrated their forces. Ooh, fish squeezer. Taking some flanking shots at the P4. Gets taken out for it. He got one hit on it, but it's not going to be enough to stop P4. Here comes cross-mass clap. Trying to get another shot on it from the flank. See what he can do. He's going to shoot from there. It might be a ricochet. I don't think that's going to be a good shot. Cross map clap. What are you going to do? Standing up on that fence. You better shoot soon before somebody sees you. Does get a hit. 2 hit. Another hit from Fish Squeezer. Him and Fish Squeezer look like they're trying to coordinate their shots a little bit. Ooh, that was a short rocket. Cross map clap is now out of rockets. Fish Squeezer completely pinned down. He got his second rocket, so the P4 takes a couple of rockets, but they're out of rockets now. They're going to have to wait for another spawn in. Here comes a bombing run. That is a Ronin bombing run. Gets a couple of guys. Still a lot of 10th Mountain forces here. This P4 is pretty lonely, but Ronin is taking control of this house up here on the north side. Right where I was saying, if they swing around, they can make it through these buildings and down into this house. They can really push Win 7 hard. And they've got a tank up in the front now. Did that tank just go down? Nope. God, I see crew out repairing that tank right now. They've got guys up in the trenches. There's Rio right there is placing an OP in the trench. They're really getting up in here. You can see 10th Mountain has some reinforcements spawning in trying to stop this northern advance, but Ronin got a pretty good surround going on here at Win 7 for a second there. There goes the P4. That's going to take a lot of the pressure off. Good shot by Fish Squeezer. Finally takes it out. Not seeing any pressure anywhere particularly. Does look like 10th Mountain is starting to get into these houses up here on the north side. So they are countering this northern flank up here. Swinging out and around and possibly all the way through. Hard to say. They do have a squad leader up over there right now. Hard to say how far they intend to swing out and around. But a lot of the fight's still back here at Win 7. Number of reinforcements spawn in for 10th Mountain. Still taking heavy casualties. The artillery's coming in now from Ronin. Excuse me. Rio's got his OP right up in the trench, though. He's taking heavy fire from right by the house. Fish Squeezer throwing out grenades. He can get a rocket right into that trench. He can take up that OP. I don't know. I doubt he knows that OP's there. Maybe. That's a short rocket. He did manage to take out Rio with it, though. Got Ronin pushing right in the front. 10th Mountain guys not really here anymore. Not like they were a second ago. Nyctophile goes down from a grenade from Darwin. Darwin managed to push all the way up and through the point. Now pushing down to the south. Looking to clear all the way around the house. There's the OP. Gets the OP. Fish Squeezer goes down. GMF heard the shooting. Still doesn't know where he is. Darwin gets him. Gets a second OP. There's the Garrison. He's taking fire. He goes down from Clay. Clay saves the Garrison, but now Ronin knows exactly where it is. Now 10th Mountain did take back the main point here in the circle. Ronin now trying to push some more reinforcements in, but that attack was pretty much shut down. That was a very good push by Ronin. They did a lot of damage there. That forced 10th Mountain to have to pull a number of their forces back for defending. And you can see that that really cost them up here in the north. 10th Mountain no longer has any presence up here in the north other than a couple of squad leaders that are currently going down. I want to grab onto this guy, but I can't see him. There he is. No, Nacho gets him. Fly back out of the house. That will do it up in the north for 10th Mountain. Ronin has one squad leader up here by this northern bunker. They call it the bunker area. I don't know, what do you guys call this in tournament play? Somebody let me know. I bet you guys have a name for this house, don't you? Probably Grandpa's house or something. You got Grandma's house up here. You probably got Grandpa's house down here. They don't live together anymore. Grandpa got caught doing stuff he wasn't supposed to. Couple of Ronin guys getting in close. Just a lot of 10th Mountain guys here, though. So the 1s and 2s for Ronin that are making it into the point, they'll have to kill a lot of guys if they want to make it worth their time. Some guys pushing out now for 10th Mountain. Nothing really over here in the west for Ronin anymore. They drew all that artillery fire. Looks like they're swinging everything up to the north. I do hear a tank. Here comes a Tiger. Lining up some shots. He's got some long distance shots. Got another squad leader spawning in down here, trying to push in up under his cover. 10th Mountain just pushing right across the open area. They have... that OP just disappeared. I don't know if he replaced it. He must have replaced it because Aldo Rain was not close enough to destroy it yet. Right on top of each other. Oh, the grenade throw! But with the bolt action rifle. Now Rio does have vision on the road. He does get Aldo Rain, gets taken out himself. Another spawn in for Ronin down here in the south. There's not really a ton of action going down here. Let's go back up here. Let's see if we can find something a little more, a little bigger scale. There's a lot more pressure from Ronin coming up here at Grandpa's house. Looks like Happy made it into the house. Fox is close. Ronin has a pretty strong presence up over here, though. This is where they need to assault this position from. Or at least one of the places they need to assault this position from. Who just threw a rocket? Wrath? Wrath throwing rockets. Looks like Momo just got taken out by that rocket. Nacho takes out Wrath in response. Fox goes down from Happy. Some good exchange going on over here. Ronin losing some guys. Utility slave takes... sorry. Stuttering. There's an OP right there for 10th Mountain. Ronin pushing towards this house. Happy holding position. He should have had eyes on that OP just now. Not really sure who he's shooting at. Oh, he's catching waves of troops coming in for 10th Mountain. Let's back up over this way so we can get a better view of all this. 10th Mountain now trying to get back, trying to take back control of this position from the east, flooding in from their garrisons over here somewhere in the next zone. Ronin still holding on over here though. Down here in the south, back by Win 7, they do have a squad leader right up in the point. There's not really much going on here at the moment, but Ronin slowly starting to enclose around Win 7. 2 squad leaders now here in this trench. They're laying low, staying quiet. I see some tank rounds coming in, a little bit of shooting. There's an AT gun here for 10th Mountain. They must be trying to duel with that Tiger. Rio goes down after taking out a couple of 10th Mountain's guys. There's a spawn in over here in the trench. Immediately drawing fire from 10th Mountain. Some more tank rounds coming in. Some casualties for 10th Mountain. Ronin's not exactly pushing in from this direction, but they are keeping a lot of 10th Mountain guys over here. While at the same time, they're trying really hard to drive a wedge up here on the north side, preventing these reinforcements coming in for 10th Mountain. I did just see a spawn in here. They do have an OP. Happy trying to get back into his building. Looks like Ronin is trying to just push right past and take out the garrisons. Looks like they're trying to get to this garrison back here. Maybe they even did. They do have it marked. Let's see if we can find the garrison. There's supplies. Matty Daddy goes down. Chippa-Mowgli goes down. Boom! Pack 13 goes down right as he was about to get the garrison. Takes a tank round from somewhere back here. I don't even see the tank. Oh, he's way back there. There, way back there. Shooting all the way from the beach. I hear a bombing run. That is a bombing run from Ronin. It's got to hit right here. There goes the AT gun. They got the AT gun with that, along with a number of casualties. They're pushing in the front door right now. Got Dr. and Nacho and Dr. Francia up there on the north, too. They've got their squads ready to push in from that direction. Good pressure coming out from Ronin. 10th Mountain really being kept on the back foot here at Win 7. File goes down. Ronin starting to get a presence right up here in the circle, like right here in the circle. Some grenades. That's how close we are. We got grenades going out, smokes going out. Casualties from both sides. Ronin's taking the worst of it. Both sides losing men right now. Looks like 10th Mountain's trying to push forward and clear this out. Getting aggressive. Big rocket hit over there. I don't know if they got the OP. Looks like they're really trying to get that OP with rockets. They know there's something there. There has to be. There's a flare up. That's a German flare. Artillery coming down right there on that OP. It's still there, but that's a dangerous place to spawn. Let's flip our camera around up here in the north at the same time. Here comes Ronin. They're in position to put in a lot of pressure from this direction. I see several squad leaders. They get a couple of good spawn-ins, and they can really put the pressure on from over here. They've also got one of their tanks pushing right up over here on this on the front door to support Rio's squad. 2 tanks now. There comes the second Tiger pushing right in the front. Unknown takes out Carrion Crow and Clutch. Slowly making their way forward. They don't seem to be moving too fast. Taking their time, really choosing their positions, picking their shots. Looks like Dacer's about to get flanked by Polish. They'll hear footsteps. Simply Einstein goes down from Polish. Didn't see who got him. Alright, looks like 10th Mountain did manage to stop this from this direction. Stop this attack, I should say. The Tiger's still right up in the front door, but he does not have any infantry support. Just a couple of Tigers covering each other. I hear a flare right above me. That's got to be the American flare. There was supplies that just came down. There's an airhead that just came down for Ronin over there by the house. Over by Grandpa's house. The Sherman had to have seen it. The precision strike takes out the Tiger. We didn't quite catch it, but we heard it, and we can see the aftermath. One of the Tigers goes down to the precision strike. The Sherman was pushing up to get the airhead. Don't know if he can see it. No, he didn't. There's the airhead right below us, right there. He's turning towards it. Looks like he just got satcheled. Oh yeah. Satchel on the 76. I don't think they're aware of it. He's gonna back off too. 76 is gonna go down. You see Ronin just has an encirclement on Win 7 and just 10th Mountain is just concentrated right there in the center of it. They're really getting on top of each other now. Ronin has some guys in the circle. I don't think they ever took this garrison out, so that would mean they still know it's there and they are still able to push towards it. GMF protecting it, but he gets taken out by artillery. Some 10th Mountain guys you can see turning around, flooding back from the other direction. Aware that Ronin has a number of guys in the circle now. Satchel's going off on the buildings. Looks like 10th Mountain did push forward and clear out the spotlight. But Ronin pushing hard from the northeast, hitting Win 7. Number of guys in the circle again, including a squad leader. I don't see that garrison anymore. Not sure where the garrison is for 10th Mountain. They're losing guys to tank fire. Ah, there's a 76 right there. I could hear him, couldn't see him. Looks like they're trying to get a satchel on him. They have some infantry way out deep, 10th Mountain does. They're losing their guys to long-range fire. He must not have the satchel. He must not have the satchel build. He must just go over there and mess with the tank for fun, I guess. Smoke him up, make it so he can't see. Ronin still has a couple guys in here. 10th Mountain lost most of their presence. Ronin has this almost 2/3 capped now, actually. They've really pushed 10th Mountain out of here. The 10th Mountain has supplies coming down, looking to rebuild the garrison, but there's nobody here to rebuild it. Valdez just waiting right below the supplies where they're dropping. I don't think he's seen it. He was inside the house, but those supplies are right there. 76 is pushing up right towards him. Almost got this cap though. Ronin managed to squeeze their troops in there, up there in the northeast. Boom. Ronin captures Win 7 for now. No, it's 3-2, not 3-3. See, I pushed the exact same button. For some reason, I had to push it twice to make it say 3-2 instead of 3-3. That 76 went down while I was fixing that. So now Ronin has a real strong control of Win 7 already. They did start to capture up here on Hill 5. There's not much here. There is a squad leader, though. Koenig. You can see that 10th Mountain's got a supply truck up there. They're trying to get themselves set up to push back into Win 7, but... Ronin OT. Oh, I see. We're live now. We're live. 30 minutes in. Hello, everybody. Koenig pushing up into the sweet spot. Who got precisioned? I don't know what that precision strike was going for. I don't know, but Ronin has a strong hold on Win 7. They just moved right in and took over. They are taking some long-range fire from the Greyhound over there. Solo Greyhound trying to cover the troops as they push across the open area, but that's a dangerous spot to push across. So if you can take control of that trench there, you can kind of maybe leapfrog into these trees, but they've already got Darwin there just waiting for anybody who tries it. Up there at the grandpa's house. I wish I knew what that place was called. Aldo Rain hanging out by himself. Looking real lonely. Chip and Mowgli right above him. He's probably trying to build an OP and can't because the enemies are too close. Artillery coming down hard right here in the trenches. Oh, right on top of the Garrison. They've got that one dialed in. Seeing body parts launching before they even see that anybody spawned in. Boom! Another one. That is a dangerous Garrison. And unfortunately, the only one they have forward. So they need to get a spawn in and move away from it fast. Don't have time to orient yourself. You spawn in, you turn around, and you're dead. He's got that dialed in. They're pushing the Greyhound up too now. Looks like they're trying really hard to take back control of this house. This is the key to this position. It's pretty much the major way. If you can hold this, control this. I mean, you can come in from this way. You can see their guys moving up. This is the spotlight right here. It's really hard to get in from over here. It's so open. You got to get in through these trenches, and you can see that Ronin has a number of guys there. They got their Garrison there and everything, just trying to hold this position, but that artillery's tearing them up. 10th Mountain is pushing back really hard. Ronin having a hard time getting the reinforcements they need into place. 10th Mountain is going to be able to push in under cover of this artillery and take control of this house, which will give them a launching point, a good launching point, to take Win 7 back. We've got lots of time left on this match, so anything can happen. Not sure where the Greyhound's going. He's just pushing up and around now. Most of the fight seems to be breaking out right here at the house. We've got troops from both sides in the house, is just close in, right on the top of each other fighting. Fighting with the bayonets. Console trying desperately to hold on to this house. Furzy trying to take out his friends who are pushing up to support him. Furzy goes down. Peck 13 goes down. Console still in the house alone. Carrion Crow pushing up. That artillery still coming down on that Garrison. Still preventing Ronin reinforcements from coming in. Looks like that rocket. Looks like the rocket got him. Console went down to the rocket. And with that, 10th Mountain takes control of the house. Now they get up in that house, they'll be able to see that garrison from there, so they should be able to take that garrison out with a rocket from the house. If they even have to. Might not be, it's almost helping them. Almost helping them having that garrison there because the artillery's just dialed in on it. I mean, that we've seen that artillery kill like 20 guys just while we've been watching. Tenth Mountain slowly pushing forward. They're on the garrison. They better walk their own artillery out of there. Garrison's destroyed. Fraggle Snorf gets taken out by friendly artillery, but not before getting the garrison. Now that actually might help Ronin a little bit, because now that that garrison is gone, they can build a new one down here, that they just did. So now their garrison, now it'll be easier for them to get new reinforcements here. That will help Ronin hold on to this point. 10th Mountain still has this house. They have guys there, but Ronin's, they're starting to swarm it now. Got troops coming in from all directions, trying to take back control. Ari goes down, but not before getting the machine gunner. Let's fly up here and take a look at what's going on up at Hill 5. Absolutely nothing. Looks like 10th Mountain built a garrison or something up over here. Yep, there's the garrison. Rio has a garrison. Oh my goodness. Garrison fight. Whoa, and he got Bill. He got Bill. He got the garrison. Rio gets the garrison, but Archie's behind him getting his garrison. Garrison fight over. The garrison fight is over. Rio goes down. Both garrisons are destroyed. There is a spawn in up in the north for Ronin, but both the garrisons are gone now. That was kind of fun. Let's head back down to Win 7 and see what's going on. Looks like 10th Mountain still controlling the house, trying to push in under their artillery. That kind of looks like artillery smoke. That's probably 10th Mountain's artillery still coming down in the trenches. I got a lot of guys here at the house, but it seems they're having a hard time pushing them across the road. Seeing them take casualties right there in the courtyard. I'm not even 100% sure where they're getting shot from. I see Nacho back here. Oh, takes one to the chest. Is that a shotgun blast? Shotgun blast to the face. There's Console. Console and Happy now trying to figure out where Blurb is shooting people with his shotgun. Boom! Goes down, gets taken out by an arty round. Got the Sherman now. Looks like Ronin's trying to push up. Starting to push around, trying to get around the Sherman. Happy goes down. I'm wondering if he had the satchel. Sorry, I'm still trying to watch the action, but I'm trying to share this video. I forgot to do this. I forgot to do it. There. Pull my stream deck back up so that I can push my buttons. It's like Ronin did manage to push into the house, but there are a lot of 10th Mountain guys. Chip and Mowgli. Hiding in the stairs. goes down. They trade. Looks like Aldo Rain gets him though. 10th Mountain takes back control of the house. Trying to push their guys in under the cover of the artillery. They did manage to squeeze some guys into the trench. Fish Squeezer trying to get up behind Lazaro. Looks like they're bypassing him. They're bypassing him. They don't know he's there. He doesn't know they're behind him. He's shooting. He goes down. He trades with the guys coming across the open area. 10th Mountain now starting to squeeze their way in. There is the Tiger here, and there's the Garrison right there. Fish Squeezer's really close to that. He'll probably try and place a satchel on this building or something. We've seen that play already a couple times. Could just be trying to get into that Tiger though. And be Lazaro with his machine gun now back here on the wall. 10th Mountain has their guys right up in here. They're starting to cap a little bit. They are actually in a bit of a cap race and are losing. Okay, they stalled up the cap over at Hill 5. Man, it's a cap race and it is fluctuating. I'm not even watching the fight. I'm watching the ticker up the top right now because it looks like 10th Mountain is now winning the cap race here at Win 7. So we'll keep the camera here at Win 7. And they've got a number of guys up in here. Ooh, Dacer takes a couple of them out. Here comes the bombing run. Hold on. What's that? That was actually 10th Mountain's bombing run. Here comes the Ronin bombing run. 2 bombing runs timed almost right exactly on top of each other. Now, this is secure, but Hill 5 is still being captured. Oh, up here at Hill 5. GMF is the only person in the circle along with Darwin Alex, but as far as encirclement goes, I mean, there's a couple of guys running in really fast for 10th Mountain. They're going to run into Darwin Alex. He's looking the other way. He's right on top of him. Gets quick draw. Bones shoots a rocket at Ari. Doesn't get him. Gets shot in the back by Darwin. The longer Darwin holds that position, the more likely Ronin will be able to push in reinforcements to support him. Darwin finally goes down, but he did get some reinforcements. Just George. GMF and Just George goes down along with KL. Was that KLDK? Pack 13 and Just George take control of the circle. Starting to cap. Simply Existent and Clay. Now their only opposition. Just George goes down to Clay. Pack 13 still there. The cap has been stopped. However, there is a bit of a cap going on back at Win 7 now, so we're going to head back over to Win 7 and see what's going on down here. Looks like 10th Mountain's trying to muscle their way in from the northeast. Got a couple of guys there. They may or may not know where that Garrison is. They've gotten close to it a couple of times now. They are capping. Some tank rounds coming in from long distance. Happy setting up his machine gun, trying to get some counter machine gun fire, heading back out towards 10th Mountain. Trying to stop these forces from flowing in. They have paused up the cap. There's a big spawn in. Big spawn in for Ronin. Gets Fraggle Snorf on the Garrison. He was starting to take it down. There goes the flare. Ronin will clean this up. That was close for a second there. It was close. 10th Mountain really had a bit of a push going on. And some back and forth. But with spawn-ins from Ronin back here and with reinforcements running in over at Hill 5, cap race has ended. There goes another flare for the Germans. Got Dacer and Utility Slave right on top of each other. Utility Slave goes down to Tachanka. Artillery takes out Tachanka in response. Yeah, Dacer holding here behind the wall. Him and Corsair. Corsair goes down to the Arty. Dacer by himself trying to hold this wall. Gets Yoda. And Fish Squeezer. I love that weapon. That German sniper rifle. That thing's so cheater. No, Darwin. I hear this machine gun somewhere. Things are getting heavy here, though. Let's back up and try and get a better view of the fight. I hear a lot of shooting right here. 10th Mountain is really trying to muscle their way in. Nacho has managed to position himself in between their reinforcements. He's shooting them in the back as they come in. Yeah, you can kind of see them as they're coming through, coming across there. He should have been able to see Corsair and Dread just now. Still a lot of 10th Mountain guys flooding in. Over here at Hill 5, though. There's Darwin again. They've got a Tiger up in here this time supporting him. Now, there's a number of reinforcements that are pushing up the hill, wrapping around on the south side even. Utility Slave with an AT heading to get that Tiger. Darwin goes down. He's going to go after the Tiger with some rockets. He gets one. And he goes down. Sounds like there's a couple of guys from Ronin coming in from the back. But that's about it. I don't know, that Tiger, they're still capping. We call that the F house. That Tiger, right up in their face with this cap. It's taken, look, that looked like a tank hit from 76 down here probably. I can't see it. Somewhere down by the beach, I'm not sure. Definitely saw him taking tank rounds though from somewhere in the south. He's burning up a little bit, but he's got a bunch of infantry up here with him. There's a squad leader. He kills one of the crew members who was repairing. They still got 2 crew. Here comes the AT. There's another hit. Tiger's still up though. If he can survive that last rocket. Ah, there comes Quick Draw. Quick Draw goes down. The Tiger's still alive. The 10th Mountain did just stop the cap. There's where the tank rounds are coming in. There's 2 76s back there, long range shots. He's taking up position behind the bunker. Got a couple of infantry flooding up behind him. They're still capping though. That Tiger is doing the work. He is doing all of the work. Fluctuating right at the end. Some more reinforcements flooding in for 10th Mountain. They're trying desperately to hang on to this. Here comes the infantry for Ronin. They can keep that infantry alive. They could just run in and dive to prone. They don't even need to shoot. They just need to be there. Attempting repairs on the tank. Everything is just kind of stopped. Everybody's holding their breath. The Tiger's getting repaired. Oh, some reinforcements coming down from the north for 10th Mountain. Here comes Archie. They're still pulling it back. That Tiger's right up in there, but Bafa pushing forward. Bafa takes the bunker. He goes down to Polish. That Tiger's doing the best he can to add cap weight, but those 76s back there are making it almost impossible for this infantry to push out. There goes the Tiger. Looks like they keyholed right through there. Or through the bunker or something. I don't know how they hit him. Seemed like he was pretty protected, but they got him. And with him going down, that should secure this defense for 10th Mountain. At least for the moment. You can see him swinging around really hard up there in the north. Let's go ahead and head back down to Win 7 and see what's going on down there. Looks like Ronin managed to push them all the way out and away from the F house. There goes a puma down there in the south. Not sure what he's hunting. Spawns, of course, of some sort. Looks like he got the AT gun that was down there. Just driving around, putting a hate on. Ronin really pushed out though, so Ronin is kind of holding this whole area from here to here. And at last I looked, 10th Mountain was kind of clustered in this area here, but pushing towards the north. It looked like they were pushing towards Grandma's house. Things are definitely getting intermixed again over here. By Hill 5, Chapel. They got a garrison there? They do have a garrison over here by Chapel. And I wouldn't be surprised if we find a 10th Mountain garrison somewhere nearby, further north, that they can use defensively to push down towards Chapel and clear out these attacks. Harry takes down Bill and Yoda. Getting some long-range shots. Looks like the fight has kind of progressed over to the front door of Hill 5 at the moment. Again. Rulu right up in it. We saw him doing some good camping in our last match. Bush Wookieing it up. He don't have a bush this time though. Nyctophile looking down at him. Doesn't see him? They don't see him. Shooting further back. Satchel's pretty far away. I don't know. Not really sure how well that Satchel will do. Does manage to push up. I don't know about that Satchel, man. You're making it dangerous for your own reinforcements to push up now. Seba here. Shooting in the flank. Oh! I take it back. I take it back. I take it back. That Satchel just destroyed all of the 10th Mountain guys who were here. Andy gets the OP. 2 OPs. Rulo. My apologies, sir. My apologies. You you know what you're doing. Drops down, was that supplies? Nyctophile looking to get the garrison up here. Rulo right behind him. Is he trying to build the garrison? Yeah. Looks like he just tried to build it. I think that's what he's doing. Trying to find a spot to build the garrison. Oh, that arty round hit the bunker directly above him as he walked inside. Ooh, didn't survive that hit. There goes another Satchel. Not sure who or what it took out. Don't see any Ronin nearby. Looks like Ronin is now pushing out down here in the south, establishing a line between Wind 7 and the beach. Trying to push up hedge by hedge. I've definitely seen Hill 5 attacked in this manner before. You push up from hedge to hedge to hedge. You just hedgerow. You can use up this lane, and you can even go up the beach a little bit if you need to. 3 different avenues to hit Hill 5 from the south, while you got other forces that hit it from the front door right here. Now 10th Mountain is pushing down this way and meeting them. Of course, they would want to do that because they need to use this same avenue to push back down to the F house. And they are succeeding a little bit. We'll see how this plays out for them, though. If they stretch themselves out this way, will they move too far away from Hill 5? And Ronin has already got the pressure on immediately. 2 squad leaders right up in the front. Only a handful of 10th Mountain guys back here now. Most of them are pushing south, trying to get pressure on Wind 7. And they see it. They see it. Some of them are pushing back this way now. Tuco, though. Alright, here comes another Ronin bombing run. Doesn't look like he's going to get much with it. Maybe a Garrison, depending on where they put it. Tuco takes out Nictophile. Got a little bit of a cap going on at Hill 5 here now. This is what I was talking about. 10th Mountain spreading out a little too far down to the south. As much as they want to attack Wind 7, they need to clear out these attacking garrisons from Ronin. As long as Ronin has garrisons over here and tanks and everything, like, they're just going to keep putting pressure on Hill 5. You can never leave. Augie Skin gets one. Seba right there. Here comes the counter bombing run. Doesn't look like that's gonna get anything either. Wrath gets Salvador. Seba right up in here though. A little bit of a cap race going on now. They're pushing the Tiger back up. They're gonna try this Tiger in the front door again. You can see the 76 over there is out of position for it. The Tiger is wounded a little bit. Dr. Francia goes down. Tiger's looking really lonely. He's got a second Tiger. Got it a little over half cap now. Nictophile goes down to the driver, the driving machine gun. Alright, one of the Tigers is taking hits from the 76. The other Tiger is responding. One of the Tigers goes down to the 76. That did stop the capture. There is still a bit of a cap going on at Wind 7. Swing and a miss for the precision strike. Still a capture going on. AT going after the Tiger. No, that's a P4. Oh, and he gets it. Tanker gets out, but not in time. That will stop that capture. There they go. 10th Mountain took out both the tanks just like they needed to do in order to stop this attack. Here comes a flare from Ronin. There comes that 76 pushing right up. They want to make sure that this capture doesn't happen again. Getting tired of it. Getting tired of you guys being right in our front door. Hearing some shotgun blasts going off. Some more infantry from Ronin pushing in close. They're calling in the artillery now. Hearing explosions right here by the 76. I think he just shot the ground in front of him. Either that or he's taking rounds from... Ah, never mind. Thought I saw a truck over, or a tank over there shooting long range, but it was just a truck. There is some long range tank fire going down, but they're shooting at these infantry over here, north of Hill 5. Simply existing with his shotgun. I can hear that thing going off from way over there. Boom, gets another one. Oh, looked like Conejo was going for the shovel kill, and he gets shot with a frickin' shot in the chest with a trench gun. The street howitzer. Somebody's satchel goes off on the bunker. Nobody around to take the hit. Probably simply existence since he's an engineer and he was just there, but it is a bit of a capture going on down here at Win 7. Some 10th Mountain guys pushing down from the northeast from the F house. Not a lot of defenders back here to stop it yet. There goes the flare, kind of in the wrong direction. They're not going to know. Well, it'll tell them enough that there's nobody over here other than a couple of guys. So they will almost certainly expect them to be coming from right here. Artillery almost takes out Conejo right there. Grappler comes around the corner. Starts taking shots at Valdez maybe. I'm not sure. He keeps moving around the corner. He goes down from the west from Lazaro. Carrion Crow gets Conejo. Carrion Crow goes down. Starting to pull it back while also capping Hill 5. Still losing it though. We'll hang out here for now just because this is more captured, but it does look like Ronin's pulling it back. Depends on what they want to commit to it. It's almost looking like this might turn into a cap race. There's an airhead coming down right there for 10th Mountain. Looks like they're prepared to go all in on this. See what they do. Both sides are pulling back right now, but with that airhead there, anything could happen. We've got about 15 seconds before that airhead pops. Let's go ahead and take a quick look over at Hill 5 to see what's happening. Looks like 10th Mountain has this under complete control. There's a spawn in there. They'll keep the pressure on, but we'll see what this airhead does. Hard to say. Ronin did swing through and capture back F House. They're pushing in on the airhead. There's the spawn in on the airhead. Dr. Francia saw it. He did see the spawn in. They both went down. Clay spawns in behind them. Number of 10th Mountain guys pushing into the center now. You got cross map clap. Not quite close to the Garrison. Let's get eyes on the Garrison. There's the Garrison. Artillery coming down directly on top of it. Well-placed artillery. Here comes the tank. Here comes the Tiger to save the day. They're going to need it. There's heavy waves of 10th Mountain troops pushing in here right now. A lot of casualties from that tank. That's stopping the cap. Oh, 20 minutes left on this matchup. Ronin needs to hang on to this middle point. Anything can happen in the next 20 minutes. There's still plenty of time for lots of stuff to happen, but looks like Ronin's... Looks like they're going to clean this up, honestly. They've got a lot of forces pushed in. They're pushing out and around. They're getting a jump on this. They've got a squad pushing in and flanking where the attack's coming from. Seems like they have this pretty under control. Boom! Big already hit right on the OP. Here comes another spawn in. Boom! Big tank hit. Gets the spawn in and the OP. that will take off a bunch of the pressure now that that OP's gone. There is still a squad leader. Also goes down to artillery. Yeah, that is officially cleaned up. Let's head back over to Hill 5. There's actually a pretty decent push of infantry going on here at Hill 5 right now. A little bit of a cap going on even. About an even number of 10th Mountain guys flooding back, but Ronin does have the circle right now. See how long they can hold it for. Guy in the bunker goes down from Carrion Crow. Taking some fire from the back. They're shooting the other direction. 10th Mountain must be coming up from the south. Utility slaves right there. They get him. Things are a little spread out. It's hard to have like a line when the 2 points are so far away like this, though. It'd be even worse if it was top and bottom. But couple of guys in the circle. Polish goes down. Clay coming around the corner with the shotgun. Boom! Gets a shotgun blast to the chest. Second shotgun blast to the chest. Nacho standing there looking at all of his buddies in pieces, not sure what to do next. Take some shots. Conejo coming around behind Clay. Clay goes down to Nacho. Nacho starting to get some long range shots now. A number of Ronin guys swinging around down to the south looking to get a flank on this. Looks like they're trying to find that spawn, possibly somewhere around this house here. Oh, there's a spawn in there. Oh, he's shooting too soon. Shooting too soon. Let him run past. Then you're guaranteed the spawn. Carrion Crow's now going to shoot him from the side. I saw him get hit a couple times. I'm a little shocked he didn't die. That's the Garrison, though. You can see it there. They are stopping the cap now. They did manage to drive their tank in the defense zone. They do have the circle. I'm a little surprised that they're not capping right now. Some long range fighting going on between the tanks and the infantry. Some rockets coming in. Fafa drawing some tank fire from way over there, I think. Fire coming into quick draws, pushing out and around. I don't think anybody noticed that he was just shooting at him. They are capping again, but quick draws coming out and around, so he might find their spawns. I don't... Is there something here that he's throwing grenades at? I don't... Did he get an OP? I didn't see anything there. Yeah, anyways. 10th Mountain really needs to push their guys in, and opposite of what I said a second ago, now looks like Ronin managed to push their guys down from the north to stop these reinforcements from flooding in. This is looking more and more like a capture. There's the airhead for Ronin, basically ensuring that they're going to capture this. There was one spawn in right there, right next to Pec 13. Pretty sure he got the OP. Most of that spawn in as well. And there it is. Oops, sorry. Wrong button. There. Hill 5 goes to Ronin. That time it was my fault. I did push the wrong button. Well, let's see. Next point is Uncle Red. So we're going to repeat this process of the long-range battlefield. However, Ronin they were somewhat established down here already. You can see you've got Forest down here with Happy already pushing down and around, ready to establish themselves out on the south side. Tenth Mountain trying to set up their defenses. Looks like Ronin's trying to push in towards Red House right now. Maybe take control of this area along the beach, push down south from here. They are pushing up on that 76. Is that a 75? Wait. I got something else here? They do have a 76. Okay. They're pushing it hard. Fafa trying to get around. Why is he stopping? Is he... Okay, they did. They got it double satchel. That thing's going down. Watch him. Oh, please don't pull up to the other tank. That would be crazy. Boom! Alright, there goes the 76. They do still have tanks up here, though. They still have a tank. Fafa pushing up the beach. Gets both of them. Burns the OP. Fafa making plays up here, man. Killing tanks, killing dudes, killing OPs. Not playing any games. Meanwhile, down in the south, they did get a squad spawned in down here, starting to get some pressure on down on the south side. Polish takes out George, gets taken out by Mowgli. Archie now pushing down this way, trying to investigate to what they're dealing with. Not aware of each other. Both look the wrong way. Oh, Mowgli sees him, gets Archie in the back. In the back. Oh, they're pushing out here to the east, take control of the beach. Even without the capture, they'll be able to stop reinforcements from the HQ. Just saw them burn an OP. And got Slave as he spawned in after the OP burned. Bellion's got his MG up on the bunker now. Got a clear view of the beach. Polish takes out Peck 13. Matty Daddy goes down to Ari. I see guys getting killed out there in the water. Possibly by Ari, I'm not sure. Oh, Ari goes down to Polish. Seems like the closest fight right now here at the moment is happening down here on the south. They're really starting to like put pressure down here, keeping reinforcements coming in the HQ. You can see them spreading the line to the south too. So if they take control of Red House up here, they can stop reinforcements from coming into the center HQ. Then they just have to keep eyes on the north, make sure nothing comes from down up there, which there is currently a Stuart pushing in from that direction as we speak, along with a wave of troops coming down from AA. So we'll see. We'll keep an eye on it. They are capping a little bit. Actually, now that I look at the score, there's a spawn in for Ronin. A couple of guys go down. A little bit of back and forth. It's pretty far off, though. Pretty long range fighting. There's really anybody close, ready to make a push. Maybe that Stuart comes over here, something will happen, but it seems like Ronin has much more pressure at Uncle Red. Way more pressure at Uncle Red. They've got the house. They've got both houses now. This house is actually in Uncle Red, too. They've basically taken control of the circle. Silent Bob goes down. Pack 13 pushing up, taking control of the bunker. Shooting reinforcements as they come in. He goes down from Matty Daddy. There is a garrison right there. So now 10th Mountain does have a backup garrison in place of the HQ in case it gets locked up. But grenades going down. Oh, boom. He's going to get blown up by the grenade too. Boom. They've got the cap going on now. You can see 10th Mountain starting to flood their men back in this direction. They know the garrison's there. There's a spawn in. Spawn in survives, but they know the garrison's there now. They know exactly where it is. 10th Mountain does manage to clear this out and take back control of Uncle Red. 12 minutes left on the clock. If 10th Mountain wants to win this, they're going to have to push really, really hard. Let's head back over to Hill 5. See what kind of push they've got going on. They did take control of Red House. They're not pushing too hard towards Hill 5 at the moment, from the front anyways. They do have some guys coming down from the south. I do hear a bombing run. That is a Ronin bombing run. They're going for the garrison. That will get the garrison. Did not get the garrison. Did not get the garrison. That's pretty unfortunate. Unbelievable even. Now you do see Ronin starting to push in from the west now. They've had so much pressure down here in the south that even without getting that garrison... Ari immediately draws fire from Poggy. Oh, he takes all three of them. All three of them. Beautiful shooting from Ari. And he's got eyes on that garrison. He pulls back, heard shooting behind himself. He's just covering that garrison. You can feel it. He wants to push up. It's like he just got a perfectly timed spawn-in kill or something. Ooh, got a couple of them. I hear shooting back here. There's a number of guys coming in from the rear for Ronin. They've taken the beach. The Germans are storming the beach. I repeat, the Germans are storming Utah Beach as we speak. You saw it right here on the Goomotrain. Like and subscribe. Are they going to get that garrison? They're pushing right up on it. They are capping too, so there's no HQ spawns. Big spawn in. Big spawn in. Koning goes down, but Peck 13... Oh, Peck 13 goes down. Finally, they're coming so close to getting that garrison. They've got a lot of infantry up into the house now. Uncle Red gets hit with a satchel. Rio's gonna get that garrison with a rocket. Boom! Garrison gone. What do we hear now? Is a Luke's coming down in the south. He's gonna... Yeah. This is starting to look like a 5-0 victory for Ronin. They just muscled their way in. Like, no way about it. Just muscled their way in. Most of the fighting that I saw was from the expected main avenues of approach, so... Some good shooting. Good shooting from both teams, that's for sure. They're pulling it back. This isn't over yet. 10th Mountain still has time to win this. And they have all of their reinforcements flooding in this direction. I got the Lukes just blowing up trucks. Koenig down there in the south. Oh man. It's so close. It's back and forth. About 50%. Here comes the bombing run from 10th Mountain. That should take off some of the pressure. I don't know. I didn't see a ton of casualties with that. Here comes the infantry behind it, though. Waves of men. Bellion, you're going to run right into them. Get some both. Get some both. Look at that. Look at that. Ronin just counterattacking directly into this attack. Zero fucks given. Yoda shooting at Bellion, maybe? Bellion takes out Clay. Yoda shooting down at the beast, gets shot in the back by Bellion. Bellion just pushed up the trenches, takes out an OP. Somebody stop Bellion. Somebody stop him. Hey, blew up. Somebody did stop him. Now Nacho pushing forward. Pushing right into him. They're not capping anymore though, so yeah, looks like they did manage to get a spawn in on the HQ for the brief moment that the cap was stopped, so now Ronin is actually out of position to the north. So Ronin's here. 10th Mountain's trying to flood down the trenches here, but they got a spawn in on the beach right here. Taking back the beach. Ronin's still got a lot of infantry here. I'm a little surprised. They don't have as many guys in the circle as they could. Utility Sleeve does manage to make it up into the trenches. Gets taken out almost immediately. 10th Mountain 100% on the back foot right now. 6.5 minutes left on the match. Ronin's starting the cap again. Artillery coming down from 10th Mountain, trying to clear out as many guys as they can. I hear another tank from Ronin. Here comes the Tiger. You drive that Tiger up in the circle, and that just might seal the deal. Hill 5 is contested. If they can hold this and capture Hill 5, 10th Mountain could make something happen yet. There's still 6 minutes left. But with this Tiger driving up in here, he's going to start laying down fire onto these trenches coming down from the north. The line is essentially right here. That's it. Matty Daddy trying to swing around on below the seawall. Rulo waiting for him. Rulo's looking the other way. Tuco here's Matty Daddy, maybe? Right on top of each other. 10th Mountain's starting to flood in here. Looks like they're probably going to stop this capture. They got a lot of guys here. Depends on what that Tiger does, I guess. I just heard something go boom. I think there was a truck out here that just blew up. Tenth Mountain is now in the circle pretty heavy. Man, it's very mixed in. Looks like the line kind of shifted now. You can see it. It's here. 10th Mountain managed to slip some guys in right in here. Trying desperately to hold on to this. Hill 5 is being captured on the back of this. Looks like 10th Mountain did manage to slip some guys into the circle at Hill 5. Just taking out trucks. Gets the truck but not the Garrison. Does he see the Garrison? He has to see it. Boom! There goes the Garrison. If they got an OP, maybe they can start this cap again. We are in a cap race at the moment. Uncle Red is more captured. It looks like Ronin has taken back control of the circle. We got Pack 13 up here with his machine gun, stemming 10th Mountain guys as they try to come in from the north. He's about to be overrun. Reinforcements pushing up to support him. He gets taken out. About 3/4 of the way capped now. There's no longer enough time for 10th Mountain to win. Takes 4 minutes to capture 2 points, but they could still pull it back. It's hard to say though. That Tiger being in the circle. That sounded like a precision strike. Didn't see where it landed. A lot of infantry coming in. They've stopped the capture. The Tiger is in the circle. He's doing what he can to stop him. Artillery coming down on the Tiger now. A lot of guys trying to flood in. Fish Squeezer looking like he wants to get a satchel on that Tiger. Gets taken out by artillery right as he takes out Troyan. Ronin wants this 5-0. They want it so bad they can taste it. Boom, rockets coming in. They're still getting the capture. It's still going up. A lot of infantry flooding in right here, right in front of the Tiger. Not a good place to be. Running right past the infantry, and boom. There's the victory for Ronin. Whew. That was pretty intense. I'll give it to the arty guy with his 1200 combat score. 1800 combat score tank right there. That's tank. 3000 combat score infantry. Over here for 10th Mountain, we're seeing some 1500 combat scores for infantry. Some really good scores, some really good plays and players. Oh, that was fantastic. Wow, that was intense, guys. I really appreciate you guys letting me stream this for you. I might be taking a little break from streaming for a while. This APL is so oversaturated with streamers right now that they're asking people to take breaks, and you know, I don't exactly have teams lining up requesting me to stream their matches, so I might just take a break. You know, I've been doing this for 3 years, and you know, I'm still available upon request. If anybody wants me to stream their match, I'd be more than happy to, but otherwise, I'm going to step away and just, you know, focus on some me time. So with that being said, thank you everybody who watched, and you all have a wonderful rest of your day.